Welcome to our first international episode of the series. We're here with the African Cup of Nations group stage with Senegal. It's exciting times. Welcome back to Tuna's Travels. Yeah, so it's African Cup of Nations time. We've been drawn in a group with Zambia, Egypt, and Tanzania. You can see here Zambia have already beaten Tanzania 3-1 in the opening game. We play Senegal here, then Zambia, then Tanzania. I fully expect us to go through from this group into the knockout rounds at least. You can see the hosts are Guinea, the holders of the Democratic Republic of Congo. We win the group, we qualify for the second round, then we've got the quarterfinals, finals, and the finals, of course. We were drawn in Group E, so we would be against someone who, it doesn't say there, probably Group F. Obviously, if we finish first, we'll play second in this group. If we finish second, we'll play first. And this is a tough group: Congo, Guinea-Bissau, Mali, and South Africa. But we'll worry about that when we get to it. First of all, we've got to qualify from the group. We've played the same sort of formation that we play at club level. And this is our first introduction to the international team here. We've got Mendy in goal. Wage at right back, Guy at left back, Sissoko and Onan in the centre of defence, Diallo and Koulibaly, in the centre of midfield, Sambu, Diatta, Dicko behind Guy up top. My pronunciations are going to be atrocious because, I can't pronounce anything, as we've already seen throughout this series. But, we're playing Egypt today, of course. We're a fair distance into the save, because if this didn't start, we're getting Mane versus Salah. Of course, I'm a Liverpool fan. Two players I know very, very well. We would have been getting them against each other if this happens in real life, but we don't. Of course, a lot of the players that we do sort of know from real life are retiring now. You've got people like Ismail Sarr on the bench for us, but yeah, a lot of these are now new gens. And not your big name players of today. There are still 3 of them in the world. For example, Mbappe is just won Player of the Year, the Ballon d'Or, at the end of the season there. I thought for a second then we were on full match, but we do have a highlight straight from kickoff, and it's Egypt. In for Sam, who might have been offside there. The flag has stayed down, but it's saved by Mendy out for a corner. But yeah, we are 10, 12 years into this save now. So as you expect, a lot of the players are retiring and moved on to pastures anew. 30 degrees here in Guinea, I believe it was, wasn't it? Guinea, where we are playing here today. And a draw against Egypt, to be honest with you, I would certainly be fine with that, because they are still a fantastic nation without the Salahs of the world. But it's the opening group game. You just don't want to lose. You take a draw instead of losing. Of course, a win would be fantastic, but we'll see how it goes. I'm not going to be too disappointed with a draw. Ball forward was fantastic. El Sayed to Hamidi. Fato under a bit of pressure, but goes back to El Sayed. Nasir looks forward. Good header there. Guy. Koulibaly to Diallo. Through to Guy. One-on-one, and keeper saves and pushes wide for a corner ball. Can we make the most of this corner? Sambo to deliver. Towards Sissoko, it's headed clear. Fato brings it forward. Koulibaly steps in and wins that ball. And another highlight straight away. Morsey wins that challenge over there. Rifai, Al Sayed. We are slowly sort of pressing them. It's not, the hectic press, but just the sort of press. Let them know you're there. Make them make that pass. And that is a wonderful pass in for Hassan. And it's 1-0 to Egypt. Essam Hassan. Fantastic ball in behind. Defence nowhere to be seen. And we are 1-0 down. The keeper could not save us that time. It's a beautiful ball. Look at that. And just the gap between the centre-backs there is not good enough. In fact, the keeper probably should have done better in that one. We are going to berate them. Guy to Sissoko. Can we get right back in this game? Diallo comes back to the defender. Sissoko to Guy. And it's a poor ball there. Sam in for 2, and he makes it 2. Fantastic. Fantastic. This from Dicko is just such a poor ball. It's behind Koulibaly with 2-0 down. I don't know why I've skipped the highlight. I just don't want to see that again, to be quite honest with you. It's so poor. We are 2-0 down with 10 minutes left of this first half. Free kick from Guy. Hits one, it's off the bar, as we've seen so often recently in this series. Koulibaly is tiring. Dicko, after that mistake, having a very poor game. This has been a atrocious first half of football, and that water bottle is getting thrown. I don't care if it's demotivated. We need to be better than that. There's absolutely no excuse for a performance like that. Ismail Sarr is going to come on, as is Pape Matar Sarr, and let's also take Wag off Sila. So all 3 changes being made at half time, but something needs to happen, because that first half performance is embarrassing. Well, there is a word I think for it, but not that I should really say. And it's 3-0 now. Rafai with the header, and this is over. This is over. We just need to go and beat the other 2 now in the group. We haven't been fantastic in qualifying. We won the group, but there were a couple of games that we should have won that we didn't win. I still thought we were better than we were. But Egypt have well and truly rocked up here and just shown us how bad we actually are. And yeah, do we have another sub? Can we make more? We cannot. I'd take everyone off if I could, to be quite honest with you, because, yeah. Embarrassing. Sarr's corner. Can we get one back at least? No. Is the answer. Sarr again delivers the ball. Guy head on the ball, but he's offside. And I think he was offside. He just never got back onside. It's just lazy. Lazy. Look at him. He's just walking. He's not making any effort to get back onside. He's lazy. And yeah, this is a deserved defeat, to be quite honest with you. Yeah, I really thought we were better than we were, but this is embarrassing. Can we at least get a consolation? It's made a side ball over top. He's offside again. Habib Guy offside again. Another great ball from Ismail Sarr, and he doesn't know how to stay on side. And do you know what? That's his tournament done. He's not starting again. And quite a few of these players that have played poorly probably aren't going to start again, to be honest with you, because this is a knockout tournament. You know, we can't afford bystanders, and that is far from good enough. I'm furious with them, absolutely furious. And if it was the option, I'd be sending them all home right now. Zambia is next up. Okay, in the second game against Zambia is here, and we've got a massive change to the starting lineup for this game. Dompe in goal, Saul at right back, and Dong, Sissoko, and Guy are the back four. Diallo and Koulibaly in the central midfield. Seema and Dai, Sarr and Sana Balde up top. A lot of the players that played poorly have been dropped completely, and in my opinion, rightfully so. A couple of exceptions, Guy and Diallo. Actually, Canute will come in for Diallo. I've changed my mind there. He's coming in there, and left back. Well, we don't particularly have too many choices, and both people that can play left back. Also, all 3 people that can play left back played pretty poorly, so we'll stick there. But this is now a must-win game for us. We have to win both remaining group games if we want to stand any chance of going through, and it starts here against Zambia, which is a game that we must be winning. We must be winning, not just because of what relies on it, but we're the better team. We are the better team, and we have to beat these. In theory, we don't, because they play Egypt in their final game. So we don't have to beat them, but yeah, we have to beat them. Sol to Ndai. Sol, of course, just recovering from an injury, but we're throwing him in anyway. Seamer's ball in. Balde's ball headed over. We've seen more in this opening 15 minutes than we saw in the entirety of that last game. Now just to convert them into goals. Sol's throw-in towards Seamer, headed out to Canute. Back to Sol. Canute towards back post. Koulibaly can't quite get his head to it. Guy to Ndai. Saar. Out to Guy. Koulibaly's cross. Balde's header, and he's 1-0. Sana Balde gets the opening goal of the tournament for Senegal. Gives us a lead. Look at the stands bouncing. Yes, travelling fans here. Thrilled to see us take the lead against Zambia. It was a great ball in. It's a lovely header from Balde. Guy would have been offside had he been on, as we saw in that first game. But now we have to lead. We have to hold that and build on it. Saar. Ndai to Balde again. Out to Ismail Saar. Can he get a cross in? He pulls it back to Guy instead. Saar, Koulibaly. Guy to Saar. Back to Guy. Koulibaly hits one. And he's clipped the crossbar and gone over. That's a great attempt from him. Ball's in the back of the net. That's a goal. Okay, it's a free kick instead. And Ndai's free kick hits the post and goes wide. Can we not have that goal instead where the ball rolled in, please? Maybe, please. Shimanga. Forcing them backward, which I don't mind about at all. Kabongo brings it into our half. Finds Lungo. Holds off his man. Banda to Shimanga. To Banda. It's a lovely team move, and they really should score there. Fires it wide, and it is still 1-0 here. Egypt, of course, have beat Tanzania in the other game. They've already played their second one there. And knowing that they play Zambia, a win would be enough for us in that final game. Providing we get through the rest of this game with a victory. It's a great ball over top of ball. They bit wide, takes it on and shoots instead and fires it wide. So they're potentially holding it up and looking for a man. Look at the difference in the match ratings from this game to that last game. There's a host of greens for us here. That last game we were just looking at, 6.4, 6.3s. And annoying performances. Turned around this time by a lot of players that are new in. Guy on a 6.9, showing that, he probably deserved to keep his spot after all. Saar to Ndong. Saul, who will be coming off shortly. We're going to sort of ease him back if we can. Canute. Ndai. Is he going to hit one? He's going to hit one. It's just wide. And let's go and make that change now. Saul can come off for Musa Waige. That change didn't go through, apparently. There we go. Make that change, see what he can do, see if he can play his way back into a potential starting appearance for that final group game. Ball over the top, Sissoko heads back to the goalkeeper. Dompe hasn't really been tested in this game, to be fair. Perhaps a bit harsh to make a judgment on him. Ndong. Back to the keeper. It is still only 1-0, remember. Saul, and this will be his final piece of play before he is replaced. Gets it back to Canute. Switches it for Koulibaly, but we lose the ball. Shimanga hits one. It's a poor effort, though, in the end. Straight at the goalkeeper. The highlight does continue. It's a long highlight, this. Koulibaly switches it out to Saul, who has space, but he's taking his time here. Just holds it up. Seamer. Ndai looks over top for Balde. Can he make it two? He's chipped the keeper and he's found the back of the net. Sana Balde chips the goalkeeper. He gets his second of the game, makes it 2-0. It's a beautiful finish. And I'm so glad I brought him in for this game. Ndai, just his long ball over the top. Balde hanging off that last man. One touch. It sits up beautifully for him. Keeper probably should have done better, but it's right in the top corner. Beautiful lobbed finish. It is 2-0. And we are relatively comfortable now. So Ismail Sarr can come off for Dicko. And let's take Sissoko off for Ibrahima Diallo. In our final two changes, with just over half an hour left, we're going to sort of rest players again here. tournament football, we know, comes quickly. And free kick, pushed wide by the goalkeeper. Not convincing goalkeeping, but he did enough to push that wide. And Dye's corner now, headed in from Diallo just over the bar. 25 minutes to go. We're getting all sorts of action in these international games. Wagay cross towards by post. Dicko's not going to get there. Mumford does instead. He looks downfield and they have 3 people forward now. Shimanga finds Lungu here. One-on-one. It's a poor finish again. Straight into Diompe's hands. Let's go defensively. Let's go and, lower that tempo even more. Disciplined, dribble less. Transition, we're going to regroup. We're going to slow the pace down, but go long. We're not going to press anywhere near as much here. Going to go with that calm for these final 10 minutes to go. We've dominated this game. We deserve the victory. He says, watch them score now. And make it very tense ending. Shimanga hits the post. That's a great effort from him. Guy to Dicko. 5 minutes to go. Surely now we can breathe. With 4 additional minutes to go. We're into that. Just going to tick out. We are going to get a 2-0 victory. Good victory for us as well in that game. And Tanzania are up next, knowing a win will put us through. So that's what we're going back for in this next part of this episode. And the final group game is here. We're playing Tanzania in this one. Unchanged team from that last game. I thought we played pretty well. Oh, sorry, Tiam comes in for Diompe. I've changed the goalkeeper. That's what I've done. Diompe didn't really have anything to do, but I thought we'll go and give the third goalkeeper a chance in this group stage. Best performing one will play for the rest of the tournament. It was that simple. So that is the only change. The rest of the outfield is the same. We have a highlight straight from kickoff. We are in the white. They are in the blue. We are attacking right to left in this first half. Again, all we have to do is basically match what Namibia do. It was Namibia. It wasn't in our group. I've only recorded this first part about 5 minutes ago, and I've already forgotten. It shows how good my memory is at the moment. But yeah, a win sees us through regardless. Star on this wing. Crosses into Balde, and he's just over the bar. Great header, that one there. Knocked down, though, and Omari finds himself in a bit of space, but he pulls it backwards to Abdallah. Ball to Idrissa. John. Can he find a decent ball? Omari turns into Amanda, and it's a great save from the keeper, and it's off the post and out on the rebound. It was Zambia, not Namibia. The other team in here. So all we have to do is match what they do, because we have that head-to-head over them. Unless we lose, then I don't quite know what happens in terms of head-to-head. Free kick for us, though. Dangerous position, and Dye kills one. It's off the post. Balde header, back of the net, and it is 1-0 to Senegal now. 15 minutes into this game, we have the advantage, and we will be going through to the second round as things stands. He hit the post, hit the keeper. Balde got above his man and headed home the rebound to make it 1-0. And we will look at making changes at half time. Free kick comes in and Dye towards back post, headed clear. Sima to Kanute. Koulibaly. And Dye tries to hit one, it's blocked. Only out to Sarr though. To Koulibaly. Sarr cross, Sima header, and it's off the bar and over there. Egypt and Zambia are playing at the same time as us as well, so it's 0-0 there. And Dye. Sissoko head off the bar once again. Oh my word, how many times are we hitting the woodwork this week in just international and club football? There was a chance for a counter-attack then, but we got back well to snuff that out. Still 0-0 over in the other game. If Zambia win, I don't quite know what happens. And Dye, Sissoko's header, back of the net. That is 2-0. Till Sissoko with the goal. We are 2-0 up, we're cruising, and we can look at making changes. People like Seema and Dye and Sarr up top, who are starting to get a little bit tired there as well. We'll see that out to half time. We have 2 additional minutes. It's still 0-0 over there. Half time, 2-0. Fantastic half of football for us. Let's go and make some changes here. Seema off for Sambu, and Dai off for Diatta, Sa off for Dicko. I know obviously it's a risk making them changes this early on in case we get an injury, but slow that right down. Disciplined, dribble less, hit early crosses, shoot on sight. Let's go narrow for attacking. We will regroup, we'll hold pace, go over the top. I mean, you've seen me do all of this before. Let's force opposition outside as well there. So 3 changes made at half time, complete tactical tweaks. Like I say, we're in international football, games come thick and fast, so we do have to rotate, try and rest players as much as possible. We are in a comfortable position in this game. We are by far the better team as well. We've made all 3 changes that we can make, so the rest of the players on the pitch, try and not, use them too much, try and give them a rest. Sambu looked miles offside there, and he's missed an absolute sitter regardless. How he's missed that, I have no clue whatsoever. Half an hour left to go. Zambia now winning as well. Cross comes in. Free header at the back. Pose 8 falls to Hall. And it is 2-1. And that makes me sort of uncomfortable. Everything I was saying about us being, comfortable and cruising. Egypt have equalised now as well. Almost instantly after that longer goal, Hassam equalised. And Marmouche has missed a penalty as well for them. Let's just drop a little focus in there for the rest of these players for these final 10 minutes of the game. Now, Egypt are winning as well. Al Saeed eliminating any chance of a scare there. It's full time here. We are 2-1 victors, and we have qualified for the knockout rounds, which will be tomorrow's episode. It may be that one game. It may be all the way through to final. So you may be 1, you may get 4. It completely it depends. Apparently I was in trouble as well before that game. But we have qualified for the second round regardless. We draw Congo as well in that next round. The Republic of Congo is who we have. Egypt Cameroon is a nice little tasty game there as well. Do we have a quarterfinal? We do. Nigeria or Angola, Algeria, Congo, Morocco, Burkina Faso. And obviously in the final, we're in this half. So we could potentially play Egypt in the final. Who knows? We'll see how far we get in tomorrow's episode. If you've enjoyed this one and this first look at international football, hit that thumbs up button. Subscribe if you're new here and do enjoy what you see. We're aiming for 250 by the end of the year. No, we're not. We're aiming for 150 by the end of the year is what we're aiming for. So help us get to that one if possible. Thank you very much for watching. And until tomorrow's episode, bye-bye.